acronyms are always a bit of an interesting one. How many people get confused between the BACP and CPCAB?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot. It's one of those things with counselling and psychotherapy and kind of things like association and awarding, you're going to end up with the same letters mixed
C's
up
and
at some
A's
point. There's lots of C's, lots of P's. So yeah, we get confused quite a lot with BACP. And I think it also probably doesn't help that there's terminology within what we do that also overlap. So we offer or we accredit regulated qualifications, and BACP also has an accreditation process for practitioners and counsellors, and BACP also has an accreditation process for courses at centre level. So the mix-up between students saying, well, is my course BACP accredited or is it CPCAB accredited? What does that mean? Can it be both? Can it be either? And I think for us, we kind of try to make it as clear as possible. CPCAB is an awarding organisation. We offer regulated accredited qualifications, and BACP is a professional association. They offer membership, they offer a professional register. They also
regulate the standards.
They regulate
the
standards, and they offer an ethical framework and kind of ethical standards for practitioners working in the field. Some of our centres will be teaching the BACP ethical framework. Some of our centres will expect their students to sign up as BACP members. Some of our centres will have had their CPCAB qualifications BACP accredited.
Yes.
Which is brilliant because for us, our level 4 qualification is eligible for BACP accreditation. So once they've got a CPCAB stamp, it's also a BACP accredited qualification if that centre meets both requirements.
So just to get this clear in my mind, and I guess clear in the audience's mind.
Go for it.
So CPCAB are an awarding body. You basically work with Ofqual and the different qualification boards in the United Kingdom as a whole to produce a standardised qualification.
Yes.
The BACP are an ethical body, and they are one of many ethical bodies that oversee ethics in counselling. Now, some courses can ask for the BACP to put a quality stamp on their course. So it's possible that someone could be doing a CPCAB course, which is BACP accredited.
That's right.
Which is a separate process, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean, I think students often get very confused or a bit disappointed if they're not on a BACP accredited course, because they think that might stop them getting BACP membership at some point or accreditation, whereas it doesn't, because all of our courses can lead into BACP membership if that's what they want at some point.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of confusion comes, that students look at it, it's not BACP accredited, I don't want to do it then. Well, no, it doesn't matter. Actually, comparatively few courses, qualifications are BACP accredited.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter too much whether they are or they're not, because they can still follow that route through to accreditation when they've done all the requirements.
I think that's a really important message, the fact that if you're doing a CPCAB qualification, then it is a valuable and valid qualification. And our friends at the BACP, they can accredit that, and that makes some of their processes easier. You don't have to do the certificates of proficiency test.
Essentially, that's what the accreditation bit does, is it means that the certificate of proficiency, which is now, was it 4 or 5 years old?
Yes.
Maybe a little longer.
Something like that.
Which is essentially a kind of interim standard check from BACP for students that didn't go through an accredited qualification with BACP. They do that test and they're able to access the register the same as anybody else would.
Yeah, so in my case, I was a student member. I became a member of the BACP, and then I think in 2014 they asked people to do the CLP test. I hadn't done an accredited BACP accredited qualification, so I went off to a hotel. I think it's slightly different, the process now, and I sat what was effectively a multiple choice test. Went off, had a cup of tea and a nice cake, because it was in the Midland Hotel, so you've got to have high tea in the Midland Hotel in Manchester. And then a few weeks later, I got a letter from the BACP saying to me, congratulations, you've passed, and you now can go on to the register.
Yeah.
You know, the voluntary register, and that's the process that's missed out if someone does an accredited course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it just provides direct access. And I think for us, what we like students to understand is that doing a qualification with us provides them with access to a number of the professional registers.
Yeah.
So I know that NCS is growing in membership,
Yes.
and our qualifications meet their requirements. The Association for Christian Counsellors as well, BACP, and many of the registers on the Professional Standards Authority fit really neatly
And
with CPCAB
UKPC,
qualifications.
if they've done higher levels with us,
Yes.
there's a route through to membership with them.
And crucially, employers recognised CPCAB qualifications.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we get feedback on is that our qualifications are very well recognised for what they are and the standard that they provide students. I think particularly in terms of kind of what we ask of centres to be a CPCAB centre, and what our kind of quality checks and our standards here in terms of things like the external verification, the exam, it makes sure that students, if they go through our courses, know what they're doing. And for us, that's something we constantly check out, because we, essentially that's our goal. We want to make sure that if a student studies our qualification, they are able to do the job at the end of it. And ideally get a paid role from it.
Yes.
I know that the field is very, very difficult at the moment, and that funding across the kind of whole scope of helping professions is really limited. But for us, we aim to provide a qualification that really equips somebody to work as a counsellor.
Yes. Very, very important, because people spend a lot of money, invest a lot of time, go through a lot of personal growth, and you want a qualification at the end of that is valuable and recognised by employers.